together, or engage in dialogue with each other, or take collective action when the need arose. With every year, the need of coordinating organization, a federation was becoming more clear. The birth of Fezana can be traced to the 5th North American Zoroastrian Congress in Los Angeles in July 1985. The organizers of that Congress put a large group session onto the agenda called Proposal of the Organization of a North American Zoroastrian Body. The session was chaired by Mr. Rohinton Ravetna and featured by Mr. Homi Minoche Homji as a speaker. Mr. Homji presented a clear proposal for a North American Federation. From those who were there, they say there was a lot of discussion and debate at the session, but at the end, they took a straw poll right on the spot to gauge the interest level of the people. The great majority was in favor of moving forward and creating a North American Federation. And so, from that gathering, a mandate was given to work on the idea.
Four months later, a preliminary draft constitution was ready. After going back and forth many times, they called for a constitutional convention to get valued input from representatives from all the Zoroastrian associations. So in May 1986, they gathered in Chicago, right here in this very building, to review and work on the Fezana Constitution.
Representatives from 9 different regions from across Canada and the U.S. came to Chicago. They discussed and debated a lot over each word and phrase of the document until they came to a consensus. After days of work, they came up with a strong, usable document. With the foresight and collective wisdom of this group, a draft constitution was born, and the idea of Fezana was becoming a reality. Now, the real test was whether they would get approval from the various associations.
By November 1986, exactly 30 years ago, this week, a parchment copy of the Fezana Constitution was circulated to all the North American Zoroastrian associations for approval. Happily, the final construction was signed by 16 Zoroastrian associations, who then became the founding member associations of Fezana.
A few months later, on June 2nd, 1987, Fezana officially became registered in Illinois. It has grown since those early days and now proudly presents 26 member associations and 15 corresponding groups.
It's a choice we're making. We do everything. It's choosing a better life by doing good.
To keep everyone happy, we give you the natak in English. So from this point onwards, we will try to regale you in English. Of course, at times it is difficult to translate Goina Katta, Faregat, Chibi. In any case, any blue-blooded Parsi or Irani from one of our bags is a linguist. We know all the languages that are spoken in Western India. Our first is our mother tongue. And none of these people look like George Washington. Let us see what is going on. I hope these people don't get physical.
The Constitutional Convention for Fezana, for the Federation of Associations. Ladies and gentlemen, you have traveled from all corners of the USA and Canada to be here today to chart our course for Zoroastrians in North America, North American diaspora. In the last half century, our community has grown. We are now about 10,000 in number. We have 16 associations and 6 telomeres. We must now come together as a federation of associations. We must coordinate our efforts, work together in harmony on our common concerns and common goals, so that we become masters of our destiny and not victims of our fate.
So come together, Baki Maroj. I am Mancherji Mas Maro from Manitoba. And your come together, just like Toba, Toba, Toba. Our associations want our freedom. We want our autobiography. Oh, I mean, not anatomy. No. I'm a school of Yudiya. Oh, I'm sure. We want our autonomy. We don't want any federations squelching our voices. We do not want all to be put in one basket. The whole idea is totally deplorable. Brother?
Hi, Rohinton. You're just dreaming of all odd stuff. You're suggesting to put all the good Canadians into the same basket with Americans? These thoughts are also very deplorable. You should not be doing this. You should be thinking that the association do their own thing.
Canadian, oh my God. If that is the way you feel about America, the land of brave and the home of free, then account us out. We have no interest in joining the basket of diplomats and Bapadu. You are like Chavadu. We don't want you.
Now, let's give this idea a chance. Okay, gentlemen? Let's walk through this draft document carefully with an open mind and see if we can come to some understanding. So let's get together, think together, and let's get it going.
While all of you went to sleep last night, I stayed up into the early morning, read every single line, every single word, and made sure that every single I had a dot on it.
Arey Baba, I stayed up all night and I found many places where you forgot to cross the T. Let's fix all that and look at it again.
I have heard your concerns. I have listened to your suggestions. We have burned the midnight oil and dotted all the I's, crossed all the T's. We have agreed that this will be a coordinating and not a controlling body. All power and voting will reside with the member associations. Executive officers will be there to serve. They will have no vote. I am of the belief now that we can and we should come together as a federation. I think it's an adorable idea.
But, and there is always a but, I am not happy with the abbreviation of FZA.
N-A. It sounds like Fezana. Let's not do anything fuzzy-wuzzy and add the second letter of the word federation, E, and call it F-E-Z-A-N-A. It follows smoothly and it has a sweet feminine ring to it as Fezana.
Let me reiterate the message I delivered at the start of Fezana that rings true even today. What I said then was that there is tremendous potential in our people. We have a powerhouse of 10,000 people then, now 20,000. Intelligent, resourceful, Zoroastrian individuals in North America. Fezana is our effort to channel that resource. Fezana will grow and nourish if you make it so.
Had requested me to talk about Fezana's 30 years of existence and its future in 2 minutes. I researched on how this could be done. I came across a book writing contest which stipulated that any good book must include the 4 human values with the sound of sa. Yes, of course they are. Pay attention now. Spirituality, sex, suspense, and service. And it should be the shortest. Needless to say, the entry that won was from a lady who wrote, "Oh my God, spirituality. I am pregnant, sex. I don't know who the father is, suspense. If I find him, I will shoot him, service to humanity." So I am going to utilize the same thought to say, "Oh, Aura Mazda, after many failed attempts, Fezana was born." Are you with me about the spirituality and all that? Oh my dear Aura Mazda, after many failed attempts, Fezana was born. We don't know what we would have done without it. Suspense. Let's work hard to take it to higher levels of service for our beloved community.
Fezana, congratulations on the 30th anniversary. When I became the president, I had a good previous people to follow upon. They made Fezana very strong within North America. Now it was time for us to take one more step to be known widely and globally. Fezana, during my presidency, Fezana became a part of global working group where all the federations worldwide sat together for the first time, including BPP, which is the FESPI or the Indian Federation body, and we were recognized as one of the worldwide federations. Although before that we were always told, "Oh, Fezana is like a stepchild," this was an opportunity for us to sit together, and we made it very clear that we will not allow any other federations to interfere in our internal policy or how we work, as well as we will not interfere in any other federation's internal working. So we were then taken seriously. Today we enjoy the privilege.
And I look forward to coming here again this time. So one of the platforms for me was youth, to encourage and empower youth to take leadership roles. And during my 4 years, I have done that. I did, together with Fezana, sponsor 3 tours for Return to Roots. I don't know how many of you participated, but it was an excellent event for the youth to go to India to visit various cultural religious sites. We have amongst us today Arzan Wadia. Arzan, please stand up. He's the coordinator for the Return to Roots tour, which we do together with Kazur. And I would really recommend all parents to look into this tour that happens and encourage you to sponsor your children to attend. Fezana also sponsored 32 youth to go to the World Zoroastrian Youth Congress in New Zealand last December. And I'm sure somebody from Chicago may have attended it too, but the best part is that after 25 years, the World Zoroastrian Youth Congress has been given to US. US will hold it under Fezana banner in 2019. So I'm looking for volunteers from Chicago to join on this committee to do the World Youth Congress.
4 times already. And that is not because of Chicago, but there have been the family events, there has been an SSC conference, and there has been the Zoroastrian Games, about which I got to check. So I'm very happy to be here once again. Thank you for inviting us. Thank you, ZAC President Raymond Lauji, the board of ZAC, and all the members of the ZAC associations for starting this very first event of Fezana's 30th anniversary. I appreciate it very much. We are proud to say that today in North America, we have grown to over 20,000 plus 25,000 people. We have 26 associations and 15 small groups, all connected under the banner of Fezana. And we have centers and Darimans. This is Arbat Rustam Give Darime in New Rochelle. We started in New Rochelle, but now we are moving to Pomona, and the very first new building in the style of Yazd. After that, there was one in Vancouver, and followed by the one in San Jose in 1986, and then the one followed after that in 1987 in Los Angeles. We have next one in Washington, D.C., which took place, which was followed by a new Kamranda event. So this is Zoroastrian. It took place in Houston, and you'll see the Kamranda event in Washington, D.C., which opened in later. And this is Toronto event, NCCF, which is going to come up shortly. And this is the one in North Texas, which came up in 2011. She is going to be part of that. And the Zoroastrian Center of California was acquired this place in 2010. And then we came up. This is the Kamran Darima I was talking to you about. Starting in 2011, it was opened in 2014. And then the new Anniversary which is coming up of ZAC. I was going to say Zoroastrian Association of California for ZAC here. So we have a tremendous amount of what has come up, and there is going to be an Anniversary taking place in Zoroastrian Association of Houston, which is in the design stage right now. I think I will follow up this.
Actually representing 2 organizations, I'm here as Bishop of the Metropolitan Chicago Synod of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, which is covers the territories of Cook, Kane, DuPage, and Lake County, and we're one of 65 synods across the United States representing the ELCA. And I have to say, watching the little play about your constituting convention, I was thinking maybe you were Lutherans in disguise, because this all looked very familiar to me. Watch this. It's wonderful to be able to share this celebration with you, and it's also a reminder of something that I think is very important, which is that all too often we see in our world now that religion is used as a way of building walls of division between people. And the work that we share through the Council of Religious Leaders, the opportunities to share celebrations and also to share challenges, is a reminder of all the things that hold us together and that keep us working in this world to bring goodness and to bring light in a world that would be very different and very much darker without us. So thank you very much for your work in this regard.
Masdao yadamoi vaista saroscha snatnyascha vocha tato vahomananga asacha ishutrim stuto kashmaka kashtra aura prashin Vashna Haiting Dao Ahom. Good occasion we have of celebrating 30 years of Fezana. So this was taken from Gatha 34:15. What it means, whatever words and deeds of noblest best, teach me, O Mazda. Make my life express the yearnings and the prayers of my heart. Through love of my fellow men, through search for truth, through strength to serve the self-sacrifice of Aura Mazda, renew my life and make it true thou with this. May Aura Mazda bless all the people who has worked so hard for the last 30 years to create local communities like yours and nationwide institution like Fezana. So please Aura Mazda bless them with long life and healthy life. Yata Zamya, Yata Apina. Now, we had 3 dads.
It means a lot for us for you to make that trip here, to be together for us, to reminisce and rejoice together. So thank you. Special thanks to Fezana executives past and present that are here today. It just makes this celebration even more special. This year Fezana elected a new president, Homi Gandhi. Congratulations, Homi. You're doing a great job. We wish you and your board future success and all the best. Thank you very much. With that being said, I just want to take a moment and recognize the Chicago community members. And tonight we can recognize the individuals that were in that very room almost 30 years ago with a plan and a vision that came to fruition. So we would actually like those who participated in that gathering, if you could please stand for a moment and be recognized by all of us, because it was a very special time, or if any of you are in the room at the moment. International platform, and in numerous other ways that I could list out. So for all those individuals that planted that seed for a vision to become reality, all those who have contributed to Fezana's growth along the way, and those of you who continue to keep that flame burning today, and that includes the support of all the members of all the various associations in North America. Thank you, because this celebration is for all of us, so thank you very much. And I know it's always a team effort, and it can't be done without a team. Over how many years it's been, several members, numerous members have contributed to all our success. But I have to take a moment just to recognize 2 very special people, their constant vision, dedication, and love, Roshan and Norton Ravana. Thank you so much. Thank you, and fun experience, all in all. But for those of you who weren't at our Nowruz celebration, I just want to re-emphasize how proud we are as a community for taking on a project like this for the first time and producing some very successful results, in my opinion. It took 2 years of hard work, early mornings and late nights, weekdays, after work and weekends away from family. And for our sports committee members to pull off such a successful weekend is really commendable. Once again, I just want to recognize certain individuals that were in the forefront and did a lot for this event. Of course, Josi Meta took the reins initially to put a solid core team together. So thank you, Josi, again, for $693.85 to Homie Gandhi. Homie, can you please come up for that check?
Thank you very much. We always welcome all contributions coming to Fezana. So keep on doing that. And thank you, you did a wonderful job. I was here and was very impressed. Thank you.
Thank you, homie.
How about those Cubs? We have to give it up for that because lately with the election season the way it is, it's very difficult to find the common threads in life that are very pure and good. And sports really brought that out from both the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago Cubs. So it's nice to see sports play such a nice role in keeping us together. At this point, I'd like to make a very special introduction, the introduction that, you know, makes you think about why we're all here, and that's the next generation, and that's who I'm about to introduce. These are the children.
Good evening, and we are here at the Zoroastrian Center in Chicago, and this one is the 30th anniversary. Your name?
My name is Homie Gandhi, and I'm the president of Fezana, the Federation of Zoroastrian Association of North America.
When we talk about Fezana, it's a federation. How many chapters do we have in North America?
We have now 26 member associations and 15 small groups.
And how many people of the Zoroastrian origin lives in US and
We have in North America approximately around 25,000 people.
25,000 people. Most of the people in business?
Well, most of the people are working in business, they are employees, they are doctors, professionals.
Talking about today's evening, what is so special about today's evening?
Today we are celebrating the 30th anniversary. 30 years ago in Chicago, people came from 16 member associations at that time to sign the Constitution. They signed the Constitution in Chicago, and finally on 2nd of June 1987, the certificate of incorporation was given in the state of Illinois to Federation of Zoroastrian Association of North America. We are beginning to celebrate the 30th anniversary, and since it was signed over here in Chicago, we are starting from here. This is the first part of the celebration.
Centers in US?
26 member associations.
Thank you so much for sharing. We wish you all the best and many.
Thank you very much.